It's not even necessarily like their coworkers or their supervisor. Those things or pay. Those things add to it when you're looking for reasons to leave.
They're hygiene factors. They're not. Yeah. They're not.
What
more money doesn't make you more happy.
No. What they found though is, because they did a study with Teachers of America, because it was one of the most high turnover positions you can have, is they had new teachers go low income communities and they signed a 2-year contract. Okay. What they found is it's the ratio of the work I perceive I'm putting in versus the successes I perceive I'm receiving in return. And by success, I don't mean just like, am I getting awards? I mean successes.
No, I need to know that my efforts,
purpose,
they do something
to your purpose, right?
Yeah, yeah,
like, let's say for whatever reason you started believing that you weren't having an impact on people and they weren't growing in your interactions. That would bring your mood down. You would become a little more negative, and then start recognizing the things that contribute to that negativity, and then it becomes that cycle. Yeah. So what people need to see is, especially in this field, they came into this field for a reason.
And it was for impact. It's not for money.
They
want to know that their efforts are leading to a tangible.
They're making a difference. It's connecting to why they got into it. And for whatever reason, they stopped recognizing that they are. But instead of saying internally, I'm not making a difference, I need to figure out a way I can make a difference, it's easier to say, my supervisor doesn't understand me, or my coworker's a jerk, or they're not paying me what I deserve.
It's easier to magnify all those other little things.
Yeah. Because I can point outwards, right? Anytime I can point outwards to justify my behavior, then that's easier. It allows me to stay in a comfortable place. And it's all subconscious. It's not like I'm...
You're not intentional. No. Yeah, because there is I think the term is called valence, VALENCE, that speaks to employee engagement in the sense I need to see that what I do, and even better is that if I do what you tell me to do the way you tell me to do it, that it brings me to the desired outcome.
Yeah.
And if that gets broken, then it leads.
Yeah. I had there's a lady in a workshop today I did, and I was telling a story about compassion. Like, if it's 4:45 and someone is just walking into the center, do you like, hey, I'll see you Monday, we got to go, or do you spend that extra time? And she raised her hand, and she's told this story about that was the same situation, but she sat with him. And in that moment, he then spoke to that moment as a reason why he succeeded later on, and he ended up being real successful. But then I asked her, I said, well, how often do you tell that story? And she's like, well, this is actually the first time I've really thought about it out loud. I was like, when you go back to your center, tell that story. Whether it's the meetings you have, and then evoke from the rest of the team who here has a similar story, because that triggers you to say, wait a minute, I am making those differences. Let me really process those, and that'll give you the energy to get through the hard times.